I have my brother's bike in the garage today and I'm going to be doing the idle screw mod on it, which is a common mod to do to the KTM, Husqvarna and Gas 2-stroke TPI bikes. Chances are you're watching this video planning on doing it yourself and want to know how to do it without removing the throttle body. There's a lot of videos out there describing how to do the idle screw mod, but none that I've seen yet on how I plan on doing it. And in my opinion, this should be the least amount of work with the least amount of tools required for the same end result. Firstly, I'll need to remove the expansion chamber. I don't have a spring puller tool, so I just use zip ties. Then remove the cover on the throttle body that covers the cables and cam. Measure the gap between the cam and the housing for the grub screw as best as you can. It should be around 4.5 millimeters to 5 millimeters. We'll need to put the new idle screw back in with the same gap so that our baseline idle speed is the same once we start the bike again. Then sit a soldering iron on the grub screw that has been Loctited in place to melt the Loctite for about 10 minutes or until you can see the Loctite start to melt. Be careful not to melt your throttle cam as it is made from plastic. From the other side of the bike and from the underside of the throttle body, there is a hole that you'll need to stick an appropriate size 2.5 millimeter Allen key up in there and periodically check if the screw is loose yet, but you don't want to use too much force because you don't want to strip the head of the screw. Once you can get it to start turning, you'll be able to start backing it out little by little until it's all the way out. This is the most time consuming part as you can only get about 1/3 to a half a turn at a time. But once it's out, all the hard work is over and it's time to put your new idle speed adjuster screw in. Reinstall your throttle body cover after you trim a little piece of plastic to clear the new screw. Then put your pipe back on and you're done. If this was helpful, please like the video and consider subscribing to stay up to date with my other bike builds and riding videos.